Support comes from the Janice Hawkins Cultural Arts Park on the main campus of Troy University, featuring the International Arts Center, the Fred Nall Hollis Museum, and the Hua Baoju Gallery. More information at troy.edu/artspark.
From Troy Public Radio, this is the Newswrap from In Focus, and I'm Carolyn Hutchison. Todd Stacy, host of Alabama Public Television's Capitol Journal, previews next week's election, and the Wildcard is a furry surprise. Todd, welcome back to the Newswrap from Capitol Journal.
Good to be with you.
Todd, I was reading on your Alabama Daily News that there are changes to SNAP benefits. What's this about?
Well, that's right. SNAP stands for Supplemental Nutrition Assistance Program, commonly referred to as food stamps. This is what helps families in need buy groceries. This is a federal program administered by the state. The One Big Beautiful Bill Act that passed Congress last year sought to reduce fraud and reduce mistakes when it comes to benefits like SNAP. And so it mandated that the state's error rate, meaning the rate at which mistakes happen, benefits get sent to people who shouldn't have them, getting those error rate below 6%, every state. And if you don't get below 6%, you stand to lose a lot of money. Well, Alabama's error rate is about 10%, and a lot of folks believe that it's almost impossible to expect that the state could get basically 5% better within the time frame. You're talking about as much as $200 million would be cut from Alabama's SNAP program, and there's some people concerned that it could go away completely. So it's a big deal. Other states like Texas and Florida have succeeded in getting waivers, meaning the federal government's giving them more time to get all this done. And that's what Alabama's asking for, too. It's going through our senators and representatives to ask the federal government, hey, can we have a little bit more time here? Because if we get cut $200 million, that's going to impact a lot of families.
Basically, it sounds like this big, beautiful bill has shifted a lot of responsibility in different areas onto the states.
Well, that's right. And it's a massive bill. It's not just having to do with SNAP. They want to reduce fraud or mistakes. I think what the state is saying is that we just don't have enough time.
Well, Todd, next week is a big election week. What's coming up?
That's right. Everybody needs to remember to vote on Tuesday. It's a runoff election. Some really big races are up this week. United States Senate, Barry Moore, Jared Hudson in that Republican runoff. Very tight. Lieutenant Governor between Wes Allen and John Wall. And also for Attorney General, Catherine Robertson and Jay Mitchell. So some really important offices on the ballot this time around, and so I hope everybody will plan on getting out to vote.
You have been interviewing candidates on Capitol Journal. Are any of these candidates coming up who are on the Republican ballot?
Absolutely. This week it's the Senate candidates, Jared Hudson and Barry Moore. Last week we had the Lieutenant Governor candidates, and a few weeks ago, before that, we had the Attorney General. So this is our last interviews of the election. We're ending with the top of the ticket.
Well, aside from politics, how about a wild card?
Yeah, this one made me laugh. This story of a man who was asleep and started to reach over and pet his cat because he felt his cat crawling up next to him. When he awoke and opened his eyes, he realized it wasn't his cat, but it was a possum. He thought it was petting his cat, but he's petting a possum. I guess it could have been worse, but how'd you like to wake up to a possum in your bed?
Well, I'm wondering what you're petting right now.
Well, yeah, Toby used to chase possums, so yeah, he's a little bit of a guard dog.
Well, Todd, we can watch Capitol Journal tonight at 7:30 on APT, also Sunday at noon, and on YouTube. So thank you for joining us for the Newswrap.
That's right. It's a good show this week. Hope everybody will watch.
Thanks for joining us for the Newswrap from In Focus, which is a podcast wherever you get your podcasts. I'm Carolyn Hutchison, and this is listener-supported Troy Public Radio.